One morning, Thomas, Percy, and James went to the quarry. It was a huge mess. "Oh, hello, you three," said Edward. "Your top hat has told me to clear these trees." "What's going on here?" said James. "This is way too messy for my splendid paintwork." Thomas? Yeah, Percy? Do I see an engine that looks similar to you, but black? Huh? The engine came slowly. "Huh?" said Thomas. "Who are you?" "I'm Anti the tank engine. You look just like me, but mostly black and dusty." "Huh! Squirt ball," he said. "I haven't got time to play your stupid games." Thomas was cross. "First off, I'm a really useful engine," he said. "Huh!" he laughed. "Like you have anything to say. Anti, I've heard of you. Now get to work." Anti just growled away. "And you three better get working too," said Edward. And so they did. Later on, Thomas was pushing some freight cars. They were heavy and his wheels were straining. He said. Come on, come on, come on." Anti came. "Huh, it trusts the steam engine to ruin everything for himself. At least I'm stronger. Give me that good strain," he said. Thomas's wheels strained harder and harder. "Come on, let go," he said. "No," said Anti. "I want to show that I'm really useful." The two engines fighted and fighted. "I want to prove I'm useful," said Thomas. "Yikes!" "Ah," said James, relaxing. "There's nothing like a good day of being the only red engine on Sir Topham Hatt's railway." Well, before Rosie got red. Look out, James!" cried Thomas. "Oh no!" cried James. "Ah! Ah!" he said, and Thomas bumped into him. "Oof!" groaned James. Thomas wasn't hurt, but he was cross at Anti. "Why'd you do that?" said Thomas, and he bumped the good train hard. Anti tried to stop, but he couldn't. "Whoa!" cried Anti. "Yikes!" He was nearly off the rails. "Help! Help!" cried Anti. Soon, an engine from the other railway saw Anti in his situation and decided to help him. "That blue squirt pushed me!" shouted Anti. "How could ya?" said the engine from the other railway. "But he started it," said Thomas. "I swear." "Huh. Chicken for brains." Thomas felt very cross. Later that night, Thomas went to sleep. "I tell ya," he said to Percy and James, "that engine is a nightmare. I repeat, a nightmare." "Yeah, he pushed me off the rails, and Harvey had to get me back on the track." "We have to do something about him," said James. "Not just constantly talk and rant about him." But they didn't know how. The next morning, Anti woke up early. His driver had not set his brakes on properly, and he dashed into Thomas. "Oh no!" cried Thomas. He shutted his eyes, and Anti bumped him. "Oof!" cried Thomas. "Wake up, twit for brains," Anti huffed. "You don't want to be late for your first passenger train. Or wait, should I say, helping clean up this mess." Thomas groaned. Later on, James and Percy were taking new track to the site. What they didn't know is that Anti was in the way. "Move over, Anti," said Percy. "We have to get through," snorted James. "No way," said Anti. "I don't want you through." "That's it," said the freight cars. "Push and bump him off the line." "Whoa," cried James. And the freight car shoved Anti off the rails as he knocked down the building supply. "Whoa," cried Percy, as the new track hit the tower and knocked it down. "Oh, bother," said James. "Urgh!" old Aunt Ty. To be continued.